Here is the strangest of all. You need to wear an underwear before you go out in Thailand. You don't need to, or you don't have to, you needn't, or you're not required to take visa to Maldives no matter where you're from. According to a law in Scotland, you are allowed to go to any house if you need to use a bathroom. Hi! All my videos on Wednesdays are an effort to make grammar as simple as possible.
Simple.
The process of explanation involves minimal theory but maximum applicability with umpteen numbers of examples. Here today in this video, I'm going to talk about how to use different structures of sentences to talk about obligation, or necessity, prohibition,
We want prohibition! We want prohibition!
and permission.
I do not need permission.
These structures work as framework for you to make thousands of sentences. One of the best ways to improve your communication skills is to memorize framework to describe certain topics, such as how to give suggestions, which I have spoken in my previous video. You can watch right here. It's helpful to choose the best framework that suits your style, which does magic to your English skills. To make you comprehend today's grammar concepts, I have brought an exciting topic, that is the weirdest
Thing.
or the strangest or the most unusual laws in the world. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. Number 1. How to describe obligation or necessity. When something is necessary by law of a nation or rules created at work, school, college, even at home, we can use these sentence structures. Here's the framework. Must, have to, need to, required to, you've got to, plus verb 1. You can say gotta in informal English, plus base form of verb or present form of verb, or what I prefer to call verb 1. I guess you all know what a verb is. It describes an action like eat, drink, play, go, walk. Let's look at some of the examples to describe obligation. In Singapore, you must flush toilets after you use them. When I say this to my students, they wonder how the hell the authorities know if someone has flushed or not. I guess they have some sensors that let them know about these offenders. In my opinion, I like this. It's good. We need this law everywhere. In New Britain, Connecticut, fireworks have to travel at 40 kilometers per hour even if they are going to put out fire at a burning site. That's really slow. There might have been some accidents by these trucks. That's the reason they had to pass this law.
Maybe.
Or if you know the reason for this law, please let me know. Women are required to wear hijab in Iran and Indonesia. I thought it's a requirement by law in Saudi Arabia too, but my Google research revealed it isn't necessary. Please let me know if it is indeed a law there. Also let me know which other countries have this law. Here is the strangest of all. You need to wear an underwear before you go out in Thailand. Underwear! What? I know there are lots of questions popping in your mind, like who's gonna check? And to be honest, I didn't know about this law when I had lots of Thai students. Next time I'll check with them. Next one. You've got to vote in Egypt. Those who do not participate and vote are bound to be punished with a hefty fine and even a prison sentence. I guess it's not bad. The negative forms of these sentence structures are you don't need to, you don't have to, or you needn't, or you're not required to, plus verb 1. For example, You don't need to, or you don't have to, you needn't, or you're not required to take visa to Maldives no matter where you're from. Wow, that's good information for people who didn't know. The negative form of must is must not, which we'll talk later. And the negative form you've got to is wait. There is no negative form for you got to. Not that I have heard of. Please let me know if there is. Well, the next grammar concept is how to describe prohibition. You can use structures like these: must not, cannot, not allowed to, it's illegal to, and it's an offense to, you're prohibited to, it's against the law, plus verb 1. Let's look at some examples. In Arizona, you must not cut saguaro cactus. If you do so, you may go to prison for 25 years. Oh God, that is longer than a prison sentence for murder. Here we go, the next one. It's my favorite. You cannot flush a toilet after 10 p.m. in Switzerland. Imagine the plight of the people if they don't finish this, their job before this time. In Georgia, it is illegal for chickens to cross the street. A what? Chicken? I wonder how they're going to catch and who they are going to punish. Well, the next one. In Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, it is against the law to climb a tree.
Bet you can't climb that tree.
I wouldn't want to go there because I love climbing them. In Saudi Arabia, people must not buy or sell alcohol.
No alcohol?
That's a really good one. I like it. Here's an interesting one. You're not allowed to drive a dirty car in Russia. That means I cannot drive one. Just kidding. It's an offense to chew gum in Singapore.
No gum.
In fact, no gum is bought or sold here. The law is said to be in place to keep public spaces clean. In Baltimore, Maryland, USA, you are prohibited to bring a lion to the movies. What? Who the hell is going to take a lion to the cinema? That's why these are called weird laws.
It was weird. Weird.
Back to undergarments again. When you wear a kilt, which is a type of knee-length men's dress skirt, which you're going to see in the next clip.
Nice kilts.
Thanks.
You aren't allowed to wear an underwear. Not allowed to wear what? An underwear. You may think that cannot be true, but it is in Scotland. Next one. It's against the law to forget your wife's birthday in Samoa. I guess it's not necessary to make a law like this because anyway, you will never forget one. Some don't out of love and others out of fear. Like once Shakespeare said, hell hath better fury than women scorned, which means it's better to be in the hell than with a woman when she's angry. The next one. Bhutan would like to keep their pure mountain air untainted by your filthy cigarettes. Hence, they have an anti-tobacco law. You're not allowed to bring tobacco products into the country or smoke them or sell them at all. The next concept I have for you is how to describe permissions. Here you can start with can, allowed to, permitted to, verb 1. This is used when a nation or a particular authority gives you permission to do something. This might be illegal in other places or might not be. Like, for example, you can have up to 4 wives in many Muslim countries. According to a law in Scotland, you are allowed to go to any house if you need to use a bathroom. Oh, I definitely don't want a house in this country. Here's my favorite, or sorry, not my favorite of some people. You are permitted to consume marijuana in 19 states of America, including Colorado, Washington, DC, California. Here's a quick review. When you describe obligation or necessity, you use must, have to, need to, require to, you got to plus verb 1. The negative form to say something isn't necessary, you don't need to, you don't have to, or you needn't, not required to plus verb 1. When you talk about prohibition, you say must not, cannot, not allowed to, illegal to, no offense to, prohibited to, it's against the law to plus verb 1. And finally, when you have permission or when you describe permission, you say can, allowed to, permitted to plus verb 1. If you know any other structures, please let me know in the comment section. Alright, so that's all for today. That is the end. I have some tasks for you to practice. Please let me know which of these laws would you like to have in your country, and mention in the beginning which country you are from. And the second one is, I want you to share this video with your family members or friends and have a discussion. Remember, the more you practice, the better your English will be. All right. And I know the fact that if you like this video, you're definitely going to subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm your English teacher. Goodbye.